do you feel about voting?
Voting.
Yes. He had to think about that.
Because I want to be respectful to my ancestor, Frederick Douglass, who helped us get the vote in the first place.
Okay.
And Dr. King for helping us keep it. The black vote can be a serious and significant supplemental power and tactic and strategy that we use as part of an overall program of black liberation. Did you hear what I said? It can be one piece of an overall program for black liberation. My problem with Negroes is y'all want to make the vote the be-all and end-all of black reality. Let me ask you a question. How can the black vote be the be-all and end-all for black reality when everything you got in America, none of it came by a vote? You didn't get out of slavery by a vote. You ain't get the Voting Rights Act by a vote. You ain't get the Civil Rights Bill by a vote. You ain't get out of Jim Crow by a vote. Everything you got in America, you paid for it in blood. You got out of slavery in blood. You got the Civil Rights Bill in blood. You got the Voting Rights Act in blood. And guess what? You only going to get out of police genocide through blood too. See, black people don't want to deal with the harsh reality of violent America. We had to fight for everything that we got. And we're going to have to fight for anything else we get. Here's my issue with voting. It will never work for us as long as we belong to the Democratic Party, Republican Party, Libertarian Party, Green Party. It'll never work. Why? Because the Democratic Party is a white racist institution.
Boy.
The Republican Party is a white racist institution. And guess what? 99% of all black politicians in the state of Michigan belong to the Democratic Party. That means they slaves. There's no way you can belong to a white racist political party that does not have black people as a priority and think you're going to carry out our agenda post-election. The reason all black politicians in every state sell out black folks all the time is because most of them are Democrats, so they have to be loyal to the Democratic agenda.
Okay.
And with that, most of them get their funding to run their campaign from the Democratic Party.
Yes.
So if we funding you, and if we are advertising you, you're gonna have to pay us back once you get in office. And this is why by the time the black state rep, U.S. rep, state senator, U.S. senator, council person, alderperson, lieutenant governor, when they get in office, they hardly do anything for black folks because they were already purchased by white folks before election.
And they came.
So what I'm saying, you will know that Pontiac is serious when Pontiac stopped letting black politicians choose them and we choose who we want to run for us. See, the way it's supposed to go. See, what we do, we let some Negro wake up and say, I want to represent you, vote. No, we supposed to go to them and say, we choosing you. Now, this is the incumbent mayor, and I know we got a sister in office right here.
Yes, we do.
Okay, I don't know much about her, so I'm not speaking to her, okay, per se, unless she's a bourgeois, but I don't know her. Anyway, quiet. Anyway, what we're supposed to do is say, listen, we want you to run for us. How much is it going to cost you to unseat the mayor? You might say, well, the mayor going to spend about $2 million on her campaign. She got Walmart, she got Pontiac, GM, she got everybody. For me to beat her, I'm going to need $2 million. That means they come to us. And as the people, we raise that $2 million. Just like you raised it for whose chicken?
Popeyes.
For Popeyes. You raise it for the person you want to run for mayor. And now when they run, we paying for the radio advertisements. We paying for the magazine advertisements. We paying for the billboards. We paying for the campaign off. We paying for the campaign team. So when they get elected, they don't have to be accountable to white folks. Only people they got to be accountable to is us.
Right.
Until we choose them, they'll never be loyal to us.
So you can never take their money. Once you take their money.
There is no such thing as black liberation being financed by white people. There is no such thing as black liberation being financed by white folks. Now let me clarify this, because I don't want nobody in the audience to think that I'm saying If you have a little project, let's say you work with teenage girls, or you work with homeless children, or you work with brothers and sisters coming out of prison, and you get you a little state grant, community grant for white folks to help them, I'm not talking about you.
Okay.
Because that's a small little something to do a small little something. I'm saying the major black organizations for change. NAACP has no business taking money from white folks because you claim to be a major organ for change. The Urban League has no business taking money from white folks because you claim to be a major organ for change. The Congressional Black Caucus has no business taking money from white folks because you claim to be a major organ for change. I'm saying the grassroots groups that claim they're here to make life better for black folks cannot at the same time take the money from white folks, because the hand that pays is the hand that rules.